All right, so in today's Chiari conversation, we're going to do a continuation of You Are Not Crazy. Okay, so as I spoke about before, sometimes people are dismissive of your symptoms, and oftentimes it's because the provider that you're seeing may not be trained in Chiari, so they're not really aware that even you may have 3 millimeters regarding the Chiari and you're having a lot of symptoms. But regardless of if you have only a few millimeters or a ton, the symptoms are still there. So we'll just go over a few that I have and some that I found that other people have regarding Chiari malformation. Pressure when laughing. You're not crazy, because that literally happens. I've dealt with that for years, unable to laugh because of the pressure in the back of the head. Lump in the throat, making it hard to swallow. I've dealt with that forever. I'm still having issues, with something going on in my throat right now. Chronic back and neck pain. You're not crazy. Obstructive breathing when sleeping at nighttime. And I don't know, I've heard some people say that they go get tested for sleep apnea and sometimes end up being diagnosed also with sleep apnea. But I remember many a time I'm in the bed sleep and I know I can feel myself kind of stop breathing, or my husband would say, like, why are you breathing so hard? So breathing issues. You're not crazy. Feeling like there's blood rushing through your body, especially for me with my legs. I've always felt that. It's like I can feel the blood flowing. And if you're having that, you're not crazy. Brain fog, most definitely. For me, a part of it. Chronic fatigue. Some might say, oh, she's just lazy. No, it's just part of, for me, the Chiari malformation. Fatigue is major. Being off balance, running into walls and objects. I've always done that. And then after my car wreck, which, like I said, exacerbated the Chiari symptoms, I started to become off balance. So having to pay attention more if you have this so that you don't trip and fall, because we definitely don't need more issues than what we already have. Twitching. For me, I've had the eye twitching, the lip twitching. It's kind of crazy, but I also communicated with someone else who was having this. There was a time when my tongue would literally start twitching, and that was weird. But twitching, I guess it's the nerve sensation, doesn't matter where it is. Twitching, if you have that, you're not crazy. Rapid eye movement. I'm pretty sure you can see in some of my videos, besides the fact that I'm trying not to look at the camera, my eyes do this a lot. Can't help that. I know forever going to sleep. When I would go to sleep, it's like my eyes are closed, but for some reason my eyes are moving. And as I understand it, that's part of, the rapid eye movement is part of Chiari. So you're not crazy. Let's see here. And for some people, like exercising or lifting objects could actually exacerbate the symptoms or cause, triggers. So if you're having that issue after you exercise or after you're lifting weights, try to look into that, because for some people those are triggers that will cause, like maybe like a flare-up, or for the symptoms to come about after that. But this is just a quick continuation of the last video, saying that you're not crazy. Please seek a doctor that is familiar with Chiari malformation. I suggest a neurosurgeon, not because you need surgery, but because they have the knowledge. I've said it a million times. I've communicated with, or spoken with people who have went from doctor to doctor to doctor, and some doctors are not trained in Chiari. They're not familiar with Chiari. So when you go to them, to tell them your symptoms. Sometimes they don't believe you, sometimes they're dismissive. Even if you go to get an MRI and your millimeters is below 5, sometimes they're like, oh, you must have something else going on, because surely you can't have those symptoms with less than 5 millimeters, below the foramen magnum. But as I'm seeing, and once again, like I always say, I'm not a doctor, but as I'm seeing, even people with less than 5 millimeters below the foramen magnum are actually having a lot of symptoms. Some people are asymptomatic, and then some people, just have a lot of symptoms, whether it's 3 millimeters below or 10 or 17. It all depends. The symptoms all depend on the individual. So please don't ever allow someone to make you feel like what you're feeling is not valid. It doesn't matter. If you feel the symptoms, if you're having these symptoms and it's part of the Chiari symptoms, it doesn't matter what end you're on the spectrum regarding the millimeters. If you're having the symptoms, it's for real. And so that's why I advise people to get a specialist, or at minimum a doctor that has Chiari experience, so they can lead you in the right direction and have an understanding of what you're actually going through. Because it's nothing like having all these invisible symptoms and feeling like you're alone and nobody understands. So just like I say, to avoid having to spin your wheels, spend money, co-pays, doctor to doctor, and causing self-frustration, please find somebody that is familiar. You can Google it, Chiari specialist in my area. Wherever you live, you can go online and try to look that up. But that's just my suggestion, because I've seen a lot of people who endured a lot, and it's enough that you're going through the pain. It's enough that you're having all these symptoms. It would be a little relief if you could at least speak to someone who has knowledge of what you're going through. So anyway, that's my spiel for today. Got some more videos coming up about symptoms, trying to get relief in those. But thank you guys for watching. If you know anybody who has Chiari, a Syrinx, feel free to forward this video to anybody. Just want to get the word out and hopefully, help others, and just help the medical community gain more knowledge, because it's a team effort. Because I'm seeing more people have Chiari than what I even thought. So just enjoy life. I know it's hard. I know it's a struggle. I've been there. I've had Chiari forever prior to my surgery, and I'm still dealing with symptoms. And being at 6 months post surgery, so I understand where you're coming from. You're definitely not alone. Feel free to reach out if you want to communicate with me in the comments. I'm always open to reaching out. I've even went on Reddit, and I try to help people as much as I can, even researching for them, because I'm doing better. So I'm like, okay, how can I help somebody else out? I know those headaches are hard, those migraines, the pain, the swallowing issues. That's just a lot to deal with. So I think if we all just come together, we can help each other out. I'm definitely going to do a video on some other resources like websites, and even in one of my videos, someone commented about a book that I believe a gentleman wrote, and she was saying that the book that she read really gave her insight to what was going on that the doctors couldn't even tell her. So I'm gonna try to get those resources together, because we're all in this together, and then maybe you guys can look them up, and hopefully it'll help you out, because I do understand where you're coming from, so I empathize. And I think if we just all work together, we can conquer this Chiari thing. All right, love you guys. Take care. Bye.